Hello YouTubers, this is your girl Miss Goddess V. I'm coming at you with a quick little tutorial on how I do my natural I'm ready to get out the house face really quick. So just to start you out, I'm going to be using some Smashbox face primer, and this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I've already washed, already moisturized, already did my brows. So I'm going to put this in a few spots all over. I'm usually oily, so I use the NYX primer as well. That's for oily skin. I'm going to put that all over, a little bit on the lid here, and just kind of rub that all in and distribute that in my areas of need. And we're done with that. Next, I am going to move forward to my BB cream. So it's actually kind of hot out today. I live in South Florida, so I really don't want to use any foundation. I'm not really going for a full coverage look today, just something lightweight so I can go and make my day's errands. I'm actually going to use the Sedona Lace 602 brush, and this is just a angled brush that I use for my foundation, which is always liquid foundation, and this doesn't want to come out, maybe because I haven't opened it yet. How about that? Okay, so this is just a BB cream, and I'm gonna dot that on my face here. And I usually like to concentrate on one area at a time instead of putting it all over first. So I'm just gonna concentrate on this side of my face and work it in. If you're looking for something full coverage to cover up any blemishes or dark marks or anything, this may not be for you unless you want to use concealer with it. But as you can tell, I have dark circles. So I'm actually going to go in after this with some of my concealer to hide that. But I think a lot of people have the misconception that BB cream is supposed to hide or conceal or be something similar to a foundation when it's really not. I'm gonna pull around my mouth, chin, and then I'm just gonna do a few dabs on my forehead, not too much. And I really like this brush because it is pretty dense. So I do like the Sedona Lace line of brushes, and I like Sigma as well. They're really good, so I like both. Okay, and as you can see, you don't need a whole lot to do what you need to do. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm gonna put that to the side, and I am going to use the Maybelline New York Fit Me, Fit Me concealer, and this is in Cafe 30 Cafe. And I just picked this up. I usually use the MAC Studio Finish concealer. So I just picked this up to try it out, and I've used it maybe once or twice now, and it's pretty good for a drugstore concealer. Um, I didn't have any issues with it sliding around on my face. Um, so far so good. So you don't need to use a whole lot, just a few dabs on your under eye, And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my Precision Round P82 brush. And this brush is kind of finger-like, it's kind of rounded. So I usually use this to blend out my under eye concealer. And I'm just doing in a patting motion. Since it's liquid, you don't really want to rub it in, especially not with a brush, because you're not going to get the coverage that you want. I'm just going to do that like so, and make sure it's nice and even. And there. So as you can see, it did a pretty good job at concealing my dark circles. I actually went to bed pretty late last night. Um, so I can still see them a little bit. It's not as bad as what it was. The coverage is buildable, so you can kind of build it up to what you need it to be. But I would say that this is maybe like a medium coverage. So if you're looking for full coverage, stick with your MAC. I just wanted to hit the areas that I see it didn't really get in well. So I don't look like a raccoon while I'm out today. Okay. Now, what I want to do is set everything. Normally, I would use my benign powder, and I don't use the banana powder like everyone else. This one is the olive sand. And it's the same thing, except this is closer to my actual skin complexion. So I'm not really big on highlighting, especially when I know that I'm just going out to do some quick errands. So I'm not really big on the highlighting for quick looks. Now I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk Angled Contour blush. I'm sorry, brush. And on average, I would use the CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony bronzer. However, I really don't like it too much because it has like a red undertone. So when I put it on, it looks like I have like a big red skid mark on the side of my face. So what I'm actually using is just some dark brown eyeshadow that's in my NYX eyeshadow palette. So I'm using that to contour with until I can find something else that I like. I was thinking about trying the Sleek contour kit and see how I like that. So I have my product on my brush, so I'm just going to suck in the face a little bit and apply. Let's see. And then I just want to blend that out a little bit. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take my Sigma round kabuki brush. This is the F82, and this has a nice round dome. So I'm just going to take that and blend out my contour because I don't want a heavy contour, but a contour. See, that looks a little better. Okay, and now for the other side. And like they say, there are any rules to makeup. So if you need to use eyeshadow for your contour, go for it. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same, blend that out a little bit. Okay, now, and like I said, this is a really simple look, so I'm not doing a full contour. I'm gonna take my Iman. This is the luxury pressed powder, and this is a translucent powder. So I actually would compare this to the MAC mineralized skin finish. It's actually really well, and I got this from Target. I forget how much it cost, but it works really well for setting your face. So check out Iman. A lot of people sleep on the Iman products and they're actually pretty good. Now I'm going to take my Sigma large powder brush, and this is really good with doing a all over face powder. So I'm just going to swoosh it around and get some product on my brush here. Don't need a whole lot. And I'm just going to set underneath the eyes. And go down on the neck. Get right in my T-zone because that's normally where I get oily the quickest, is right here in the middle of my brows and my nose. So I try and pay extra attention to those areas. Okay, and I'm actually pretty much done. I'm just gonna do a little bit of eyeliner for the eyes. And for my eyeliner, I am using the L'Oreal Infallible Liner, and this is in the blackest black. Okay, and I'm going to use my Sonia Kashuk. This is my angled eyeliner brush, and I really like this brush for doing liner with. It makes it really easy and really simple, especially if you're trying to do a nice winged liner. So I just kind of take it out. I start in the middle and move it outwards, and then I go back in and start at the beginning. And just for you don't want the most of your product starting in the beginning, especially if you want your liner line to be um, a little skinny. I always start in the middle. And like I said, we're just keeping it really simple for today. And I don't normally wear lashes or anything like that. I'm a mascara girl, so lashes aren't really my thing, and I'm not a professional. Not a makeup artist, never claimed to be. So nothing's gonna be perfect. Okay. So actually that is a little bit thicker. Okay. All right. So next, I'm going to take my NYX Desert Rose blush, and this is actually just a deep pink. Okay. And I am now going to take my Sedona Lace 980, and this is my blush brush. And I'm just going to swirl that around in my product and tap off the excess. And excuse that noise in the background. The garbage man is here. So I'm just going to start at the apple of my cheek and then take it upwards. And I don't like a whole lot of blush either. I'm pretty simple when it comes to makeup, just for the simple fact, I think when I see people that have on too much blush, they look clownish. So I don't prefer that look myself. So I keep it simple. So I try and keep it where you can maybe barely notice it, but it's there because I don't like it to be too dark. Okay. So just barely there where you can see like a little flush of that pink, and it's not too much and not too overdone, and you're not looking clownish. So that's my simple look for today. Um, so that's it. Oh, we forgot our lip gloss. So I'm actually going to use my Urban Decay. This is the Lip Junkie lip gloss in Naked, and this actually came with my Naked 2 palette. No, I take that back. I actually bought this separately from Sephora. The one that came with the actual palette was just a little trial size small one. So this one I actually went and bought it from Sephora afterwards because I loved it so much. I wanted the full size, and I'm almost out. So I'm just going to use this for my gloss. And I like that it has like a sheer tint to it. And it actually tingles a little bit. You could feel it tingling on your lip. Has like a refreshing feel to it, like peppermint. Okay, so I'm done. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I will catch up with you next time. Love you. Please rate, please subscribe, please inbox me with any questions, and I will get back to you with an answer. Thank you.